Hello, everybody. My name is Darkshay. I'm just going to give you a little backstory since this is basically my first video. I'm a player from Notorious. I've been playing the game for roughly since the middle, or like in between, from when Striker released and when Mystic released. I'm relatively new to Scholar, and I've noticed that a lot of combo guides are the same. And I'm was and as I was trying to learn these guides, it just something didn't feel right. It just didn't click, and I wasn't performing as well as I know as I could. So I kind of went back to the drawing board and made my own combo. I've talked to a couple of friends. We crunched some numbers. Right here is the combo, and here is even the button inputs. Basically, it's WE into the flow, into E into the flow, into Shift+LMB, into S+LMB, into the magnus skill. I noticed that a lot of people don't do the magnus skill, which I found very interesting considering how much damage it does, and it lets you reposition to the back of your targets, to the targets for even more damage for back attacks. And then, of course, continuing with the combo after the Magnus skill, we got S+RMB into Shift+RMB into space into Shift+F, and then you can Shift+C like I have here at the bottom. But for me, in a different video that I have currently made, I was doing Nymphomere, which is one of the new Adonia spots. I didn't really have to do skills after that. They were actually kind of dead after the spacebar. But I have that. But I have Shift+F and Shift+C in there just in case if I didn't kill the entire pack. A couple of things that I've noticed, like I said, I've noticed that nobody is using I think this skill is called like home run or something like that into the Magnus skill, and me and my friends, we just really didn't understand why. So I kind of went through, we crunched some numbers, and we saw that like it actually does a lot of damage in PvE. So I put it in the combo into a place that felt comfortable, and it gave you a time to reposition yourself to do more have more back attack uptime. Also, I've noticed in some combos did do this, but some combos didn't. You weren't some combos weren't quick casting Shift+RMB. So when I mean by quick casting Shift+RMB, you're not sitting here and charging the skill. So I've noticed that like with some of the skills, which in this case I do S+RMB, if you go immediately at the end of the flow of S+RMB into Shift+RMB, and this might be common knowledge, but I've noticed that it seemed to be in some videos people weren't doing it. But if you do S+RMB into the flow into Shift+RMB, it just quick casts it as if you basically charged it. So that is the reason why that is also in there. I do also have this is my gear if anybody is wondering. I am 370 to 228. For Nymphomere specifically, if you're wondering what my crystals and stuff at the end of the video, I do kind of show that. I was also just kind of testing out how YouTube streaming worked as well, and I also have right here my add-ons. I have because of the add-on, not the add-ons, but the different combos that I was doing, or the different orders that I was doing in comparison to some of the add-ons. I had to make, or skills. I had to make my own add-ons. So here's the add-ons. Here is the skill enhancements. Really don't use these too much. However, not Golden Path, but Gravity Rush, this skill, very good for from getting to pack, along with WF and WC. Very good. Let's see what else. I sometimes accidentally fucking grab while grinding, so I should probably lock that because I'm still new to the class. I will eventually unlock that just in case if I have to fight somebody, but as of right now, I'm gonna have that locked. And then here are a couple of other things that I have locked as well because I have locked RMB because sometimes I've noticed in when I do S+RMB that if it's not locked, you'll accidentally cancel that right at the end and do one tick of your RMB, which then means you cannot quick cast Shift+RMB. But if you're a better player than me, you don't technically need to have that locked. Technically, all of these skills you do not need to have locked. I also have drop kick locked. So that's another thing I was going to talk about is F, the F skill. I've noticed a lot of people using F skill, and it's very strange to me because the F skill and Shift+LMB provide the same debuff, that which is the well, no, not Shift+F, but the flow of or not Shift+F, but the flow of F, which is, where is it? Move that out of the way real quick. Nope. Where is it? Ah, here it is. It reduces DR on targets for 25 for 10 seconds. Shift+LMB does the exact same thing, and for some reason, every guide that I see, for some reason, has these skills basically back to back, and it feels like an absolute waste. Also, personally, this just F into this just doesn't feel like it does a lot of damage. Like, I basically think that, or I personally think that people were doing this for this debuff, and you just don't need to. You just can just take F just completely out, in my personal opinion, and that's what I did. Outside of that, if there's any other questions, I will be taking a look in the comment section, and I'll try to answer whatever I can. But I appreciate everybody joining for my TED Talk on Scholar, because man, this class is a lot of fun, and I was kind of disappointed when I was testing out other combos and it just didn't feel good for whatever reason. But I'm glad I have made a combo that personally feels good to me, and I've even sent this combo out to a few other people, and they also really like my combo instead of what was previously used. But thanks for anybody who stayed long enough to watch this, and have a great day.